Alright, good afternoon, folks. Hang on, I forgot my coffee. Good afternoon, folks. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. I just got up for the day. I'm a night guy, so getting up early. I'm up for the day. I need to get this EJ25 back in the Subaru so we can actually drive it, see what else is wrong with it, and I'm thinking if we have enough light, I'd like to get into cleaning it. I'm not really going to bother doing maybe a whole video on that. But yeah, I'd like to get this car running and driving today. What do we got to do? Well, not a whole lot. It's just doing it. I need to get into the transmission here, or the front of it, clean the clutch fork off, grease it up a little bit, slide our new deal on, the throwout bearing, the original problem with this car. I need to clean up the exhaust flanges down here, and that way we can bolt that up and have a nice clean seal. I don't even think I have to jack this thing up again like I did the last time. I think I can literally just drop the engine in, sneak under here, and zip what 6, 7, 8 fasteners, and then that's it underneath. Yeah, so we got one fuel line to replace. I'm actually going to replace a couple of them. I bought new fuel line for this, and we got a new fuel filter. I've got a new air filter. Oh, I got to put on the new oil filter. I didn't do that in the last video until I spaced it. Yeah, I think this shouldn't take too long. I think maybe about an hour. I do have some corrosion on the face of the transmission and the engine. I'm going to take my flapper disc and just, clean that off real quick. But it's a matter of just getting the engine up and over the front, dropping it back in and getting it aligned with the transmission. Throw some bolts in it. And yeah, I don't think it's going to take a whole lot to get this put back together. Okay, down yonder here, we've got ourselves a transmission. I do actually want to get the clutch fork out of there. Let's see if we need to see if we're missing anything. I'm hoping we're not. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta climb in here and you have to be the Subaru engine. This rod here is gonna trip me up the wall. Let's pop that out. I'm gonna grease this up. I think we're missing a retainer. I don't think I got any in my clutch kit, which I don't even know where that went. We'll make something work. There's this sleeve that goes on here. Something like that. And then this thing here sits on it like that. Can you even see what I'm doing? Just gonna spray this down. I don't really want to spend any more money on this whole clutch job deal here. So far I've got about $1,000 into this car. I didn't really need to do what I did, but it's the thing is it's a Subaru, so These things really do like to go through head gaskets. I was aware that taking the car, but I've never worked on a Subaru before, and I took the opportunity to work on it. It's just a little mangled up, not too bad. So what I'll do is I'll put some grease here, some grease there, and a little dollop on that so that there's a little bit of grease here. We'll stick this back in there. Those retainers might actually keep this from falling down. I think what I might do is maybe I'll make something. I've got mechanics wire. We can just make something that these attach to. I think that's what the wire clips are doing. They're hooking in somewhere, which I don't see where, but it captures these two so this doesn't want to pop down. Well, you gotta love the internet. So this clip here is supposed to look kind of like sort of like a paper clip. Just looking at some pictures there of a replacement clutch fork. Put that in there like that, and then what happens is, there we go. That'll do. So it's something like that. So we do need those. It does keep this shift fork from dropping down. Once it does that, you're like, oh, but I don't think it can physically do that, because if it's in there socketed and there's tension up against this, it should keep that in there. I think I'll get some wire and I will make another one for here because we are missing that. I was gonna do this earlier this morning, but I didn't have it in me. I was also gonna do this Sunday, but I was so exhausted after my work week this week. It's not the best looking thing, but we'll squeeze her on there. I think it'll work. You know what I don't like about this throwout bearing is that. Is there an up and a down to this? That can't be right. Is that? Is that gonna? Oh. Okay. It's self-centering. We got some Bigfoot grease here. Just a little touch. A little blip there. A little blip there. And then the other one I'll do after I install it. The Bigfoot grease is very tacky stuff. And then we take our new homemade pin. Sneak him in there, and then we'll just squeeze that in there a little bit. It can kind of move around a little bit. It can pivot. I did kind of make it the wrong way though. Okay. That'll do. Now we stick this up through the boot. I think that's in there. Well, we're done there. Let me get the flapper disc there. Okay, I just want to clean up this surface here. We'll get our multi-tool. This is also used for resurfacing flywheels. Now, don't get too crazy with that. You just want to give it a tickle. Now, if anyone paid attention in the last video, I had mentioned that there were some junkyard writings on it. Usually when you see those, there's junkyard writings. Now, I just cleaned this off. And look at that. LKQ. Yep, that's a junkyard transmission. So I bet you someone, whoever replaced the engine in this, took the whole motor and transmission and just plopped her right in here. And I can't really tell, but I was told that one of these axle shafts was replaced and one didn't get replaced, so I don't know. Honestly, I'm probably gonna put CV shafts in it. If none of the boots are torn and if it drives fine, I don't get any weird vibrations, I'll probably leave it alone. Yeah. But you know, if one goes bad, I'm just gonna get all four. They're actually kind of cheap. They're like under $100 each. Okay, we're clean there. I have to do the same to the engine. I do want to get just a little bit of grease on the splines here. Lube this up, even though this goes into a actual ball bearing, or a bearing, not a bushing. I'm gonna put some grease on that, and then I think we'll be ready for. Oh, we gotta clean the exhaust flanges off. There's some carbon buildup. We'll just flapper disc that, and then we'll be ready for engine installation. You know, I wonder what all it takes to rebuild this transmission. I'd be a little interested in what it would take to rebuild it, like as far as tooling wise, and just, you know, basic stuff for rebuilding things. I'm just gonna put a little grease on here. We don't want to put a whole lot. We don't want this slinging up on our clutch and giving us basically a torque converter. What do we got to do next? So we got to clean the exhaust phalanges. Good enough. Again, not taking off a whole lot of material there. We just want to get the dirt off, not the aluminum. We're gonna do a high-speed deal here, so I can put my heat. I gotta put my heater on, and I don't want you guys to hear that. Fire in hole. those studs at the bottom were hanging up. Like the actual thread part was caught on the transmission, so I just did a little song and dance. And was able to get it to go in there. So now it's in there. Daisy chains and rocks. Got to keep the lures on the pot. Well, I've made some progress. I bet this thing rides. Nice. Oh, shocks came back. There we go. Nice. It is gonna get new struts when we do the lift kit. All I have left to do is put the radiator in. I zipped up the exhaust. That's got new gaskets, of course. All the wiring and everything's all done. All the hoses are hooked up. Motor mounts are zipped in. We just gotta put the radiator back in. The Ragiminator. Now, looking at this radiator, this was obviously from an automatic car because it has old cooler lines still attached to it. Huh. Fan spin okay. I am going to replace this radiator, just didn't quite have it in the budget right now to do it. Like I said, I've already got roughly $1,000 in it. I'll go over my total cost since I've gotten this car. Drop our radiator back down in there. Can we sneak the radiator hose down there? Yeah, this radiator's got some age to her. Okay, we are buttoned up with the exception of putting a battery in. I went and tested the clutch pedal. It's a lot better. It comes back up. Feels nice and smooth, nice and easy. The big test will be when we go to back it out, if we can actually get into gear. So let's recap. What did we do? The main reason why I had to pull this engine out was because the clutch was totally fried. And editing Jimmy will put up in the video here what that looked like. Throwout bearing, totally trashed. Pressure plate, trashed. Clutch disc and flywheel were okay. Probably could have gone a little bit longer. Oh! We're gonna find out real quick if there's anything still connected. Oh, dude. Well, yeah. That'll do it. I hope our flywheel's good. Oh, yeah. This is what's left of the throwout bearing. That was the main reason, but while this thing was out, I figured I'd go ahead and do the spark plugs, head gaskets, new valve cover gaskets. Just kind of go over this thing and try and, you know, up the reliabilities, as Vice Grip Garage would say. So anyways, we did all that. I got a new fuel filter, new air filter. We got a new oil filter. We're gonna have fresh coolant here in a momento, fresh oil, and we gotta put power steering fluid in, which I'll go ahead and do that now. This takes ATF, and I just happen to have some. Oh yeah, I did the timing belt. Got all new idlers in there. I got new serpentine belts. The only other thing that I want to do later down the road is get the AC serviced. So I'll put a new accumulator in, put some new O-rings in, and go take it in and have it charged up. And because I do want to have working AC in this. It's got it. if we can make it work, that'd be great. Alright. We'll top that off. This is probably going to need a power steering flush. It actually needs a new rack. All the boots and stuff are all tore up, so. I've got the finest full synthetic 5W20. What does it even take? I don't know. It's very accepting of this oil. Oh, overflowing. Let's see if I can do this without needing a funnel. No funnel required. Now usually what I like to do is after I pour coolant in, I like to give the radiator hose a nice squeeze. It just kind of burps the air out. Some of it anyways. Once we get it started, it'll start circulating. It is going to take a little bit to warm up. It is pretty cold out. I'm going to grab my scan gauge, plug it into the car, and that'll give us the actual thermometer or coolant temp. Okay, this is my scan gauge. We're going to plug this into the OBD2 port, and that'll give us the ability to see coolant temperature and some other stuff. Okay, I'm going to go grab the battery, plop her in, and we're gonna prime the fuel system. Alright, I'm gonna go plug this in. I'm gonna cycle the key, make sure it's out of gear, and then we'll fire it up. So I'm shutting her off to make sure we're not burning stuff. Oh yeah, it's just burning off all that residual stuff. Oh yeah, that smells like PB Blaster. Let her warm up. It's learning its idle and everything, so it's gonna, she's starting from scratch. So far it's running pretty good. Yeah. She squirted a little bit, 114. I didn't adjust the valves or anything, so she might be a little tippy-tappy. Running pretty good though. I have some power steering. Okay, we're at 120. She's warming up pretty quick. Just need that thermostat to open up a little bit. It is charging, 14 volts. Alternator works great. Alright dudes, I'm gonna let this thing run for a little bit. Keep topping stuff off and I'll bring it back when I'm done. Oh, didn't see it there. I just went over to Napa and picked up a headlight bulb. I also got a turn signal bulb. I actually have two of them. Probably pop those in. I wanna figure that out. That headlight is got a bit of a story behind it, so I'll have to figure that out. I did put new wiper blades on. I can actually see, which is great. I am gonna rain-X all the windows on this thing so that the water just kind of repels. I do that with all my other vehicles, and boy, I tell you what, it's nice to have. What I want to do right now is clean the interior. We're going to take a break from fixing stuff right now in this video. We're going to move to kind of cleaning the interior just a little bit. I might even break out my carpet cleaner. And of course, what do? I push the junkyard truck back into its spot. If you want to see videos on this, check out my Bull Ford 82 channel. That truck right there is also a part of it. That truck's the main reason I created that channel. So my bullnose truck stuff, or truck stuff in general, is on the other channel, the Bull Ford 82 channel. Link down below. Anyways, I'm gonna go grab the wheelbarrow, the garbage can, and I'm gonna put some gloves on. And we'll probably break out the vacuum cleaner. Not probably, we will. And start cleaning this up. Cobwebs. So, let's see what we got back here. So the idea is, whatever I can't burn, it's gonna go in the garbage can, and what I can burn will go in my wheelbarrow. I don't suppose he wants these. Maybe I'll set them aside in case he does. When I mean he, I mean my friend who gave me the car. This has a factory mat back here.
I'm going to get the garden hose and wash that off.
This is like brand new. I'm adding that to my collection. Do we have a spare? Oh, no way. We got a spare tire. Is it? It's right flat. You know, big enough. You know, I'm gonna rinse all this off with hot water. Why? Because we're sanitizing. I do plan to take this over to my parents this afternoon. I want to show Dad the rig. Maybe give him a spin. He's actually wanting to get one of these too. Because we're going to be, and when I say we, I mean me and Dad, we're going to be building this one. And if he can find one, we're going to build one too. like, you know, lift and stuff and general maintenance, that kind of a build. And we're going to take him to the Gambler 500 next year. And I think we're going to be using ours as a place to sleep rather than setting up tents. Just so we can minimize gear and stuff like that. Oh, my head was really cut off. What a horrible videographer. What's over here? Oh, look at that. It's got the spare. It's got a little toolkit. It's got the original jack and everything in there. Sweet. What we got back here? Oh, some fuses. Oh, what's this? Is that all it is now? Well, okay, well that's the back. Well, we'll put the mat and everything back in there after I clean that. Okay. Oof. Yummy. Kids jacket. Ice pack. Capri Sun. Oh, I what's in there? House, yeah. Oh, sorry. Anybody want an uneaten gas station corn dog? Oh, we got a receipt. Let's see what we get here. It says nothing anymore, but someone spent 160 bucks. It's a receipt from the Napa that I go to, but the print is not there. Credit card number there. Huh. Oh, it's got more personal information. We'll burn that too. It's like verbal warning, driving uninsured. Ooh, lighter. Does it work? Hey, look at that. I can't hear because there's the fire chief driving by. Oh, that's out. But it does have the original floor mats. Wow, that saved most of the carpet. I think I will put these in the wash. We'll give them a nice wash. Okay. Cool, my garbage can's full. Well, that's certainly a lot better. You guys are in a weird spot. I think this is probably the worst I've had. Yeah. Oh, these are so gross. In you go. Oof. Okay, we'll put one. I'm putting the actual carpet part towards the outside so dirt and water can fling off that way. Yeah. Those are pretty gross. I'm almost thinking, what if we just, you know, like threw some bleach in here? That should be good. I mean, they are white, right? Fuck it. Pardon my language, but we're gonna throw some bleach in her. Let's see, we want extra rinse. And now we want pre-soak on, deep water wash, hot, heavy, fire in a hole. So the headlight on this side, it's missing the little spring thing. I'm wondering if I can just pop that bulb in there with the boot and just like hope it stays. It does look a lot better in there. I'm gonna have to get my wipes and wipe her down, but I'm wondering if I can just put the bulb in there, because this pushes against the bulb. I wonder if that'll just kind of keep it in there. Because I'm either gonna have to replace this headlight or take it out somehow. I think we can take the grill out pretty easily. Yeah, look, it's already. That's all we gotta do. You see where all the horns are? We're gonna change on those. Maybe we'll take that headlight right out. And then maybe that'll let us get this out. I'm just putting a bulb in there. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna replace the lens just yet. Yeah. It's gonna be out. That's just how it's gonna be. Yeah, there. I didn't think those were gonna come out for a second. Is my battery getting low? Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, it's like that. I'm gonna do for right now is I'm gonna just drill a hole at the bottom of this so it can drain out. Well, that was easy. It just came right out. I wanted to be out of it. Well, I guess we'll put both bulbs in. You only go in one way. You can't. Yeah. Okay, that one's in. Why you gotta do this, Subaru? Yeah, there. I've got some clips I gotta get out of there, that's for sure. Okay, we got, so in total this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 mil fasteners. And there's a headlight. Well, there's the fix. I made a little hole down with a piece of wire, bent it to shape, drilled a couple holes. It did crack the material just a little bit, but it ain't coming out. I got that corner light to go back in, that one. The fender, it was hit by something, or this hit something, vice versa. And what happened is it pushed the corner of the bumper in and was pushing the light out. So I just kind of did a little bit of redneck body work, and I think I got it. I also put a new bulb in too. I just had it, so yeah, we need to find a lens for that. These are easy to pop out, so yeah, we've got all our lights up front working. The high beam, or not high beams, the headlights, just looking at the wall here, are fairly lined up, so I think we're good. But you are, might be look pretty even. Yep, they're working. Well, they certainly look better. Should I wash them one more time? I don't think I'm going to put them in the dryer though. I'll let them just air dry. They aren't totally soaking wet. Our driver's side was the biggest offender. Wow, I can actually see the Forester logo and I can read it. I might try them with the carpet washer. And then after the carpet washer, I'll throw them back in. I'm gonna let those air dry. Yeah, a little pre-soak. Yeah, I'll let these air dry. We'll hit them with the carpet washer. They don't need to be perfect, but what I'm looking for is just some slight cleanliness, that's all. We're gonna have to look into that. It's usually better to do this when it's dry out, or when the windshield is dry. We got a little break in the rain. Don't you die on me. There we go. And this may even take a few coats. Funny story, the old wipers that were on this were Rain-X wipers. They were toast. got an old group sign on it. Got to the roof off it. Take the window sticker off, but for right now, that'll do. Those rags certainly weren't pretty. Let's see what we got. Oh, it smells so much better in here. I wiped the whole dash. It's gonna need a couple of wipings. I probably won't put armor on it because with this color, it tends to glare. So, but we'll just clean it as best we can. I think what we'll do next time, I'm gonna have to really scrub that. We'll pull the seats out, do another vacuuming. Got the little trees back here. The Lysol wipes and the little trees has made this pretty bearable. I mean, it wasn't all that bad, it just didn't smell the greatest. And check this out. It's got the factory Forester mat back here. I didn't really wipe back here, I'll do that later. I didn't want to make my back too sore. It's got a little plug back here. Let's see if that works. It'll come in handy for air compressors and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're looking like back here. Might try and fix that. Just kind of did a quick wipe down, nothing too fancy. I'm gonna hit this car with the carpet washer another day. Might actually clean the garage again and move the car into the garage so we can work in there and be out of the rain. But yeah, it's coming around. It's gonna take a few cleanings, that's for sure. But overall, not a bad rig. It does have a weird up and down idle. It kind of hunts a little bit. I don't know if I need to reset the battery and then do like a throttle relearn on it. But other than that, I mean, it runs okay. It goes on the highway, no problem. But yeah, this is the, I don't know what's going on here, but we might, I can actually get up in here. So if we can get up there, pull that liner out, get up in there and tap that dent out, pull the fender out, and that'll pull that in. But yeah, next year, beginning of next year, I'm gonna be getting new wheels, new tires for this. And then we're gonna start looking into throwing some brakes in. I think I'm gonna do calipers, pads, rotors. Back here, if our drums aren't totally toast, I'm just gonna put shoes, hardware, and wheel cylinders. That'll be good back there. But I am gonna replace all the CV shafts in this. We might even do front wheel bearings. But for right now, she's a driver. Well, we do need to look into the alarm system so that I can start it without having to pull the fuse for the alarm system every time. Anyways, I'm going to clean the interior just a little bit more with the Lysol wipes, and put some stuff away, and then well, we'll go for a cruise, but that's not until the next video. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Check out all the links down below. Like, subscribe, and click the little bell thing, so you get notified when I post a video. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video.